Billionaires are not just the only ones that can afford to have a luxurious mansion in the area. Some professional athletes can have it too. Yes, you heard it right. Professional athletes such as basketball player Michael Jordan, professional wrestler Vince McMahon, and a bunch of other names you probably know already on the internet or TV. But only one of them stands out when it comes to estate properties and mansion. It's the American professional golfer Edric Tunt Tiger Woods, who has been widely regarded as one of the greatest golfers of all time and one of the most famous athletes in history. Speaking of being famous, some of his properties drew attention, which made this video for today. Let us visit the $57 million Tiger Woods Florida mansion, which is considered to be the perfect place for relaxation and where he perfects his game. On the grounds, you'll find a 4-hole golf course complete with 6 bunkers, as well as a basketball court, lap pool, diving pool, and tennis court. The 5-time Masters champion can work on his swing and short game in complete privacy, as this property is located on the ultra-exclusive Jupiter Island, which is home to only 907 residents. Considered to be one of the most innovative mansions you'll see on the Gulf Venom, is Tiger Woods' stunning mansion purchased for $40 million back in 2006. But today, this 12-acre property is worth about $57 million, which the sale broke records and marked the most expensive real estate deal on Jupiter Island. Tiger spent years building a mansion shortly after his divorce from Ellen Nordgren in 2010. At first, he had this old mansion that was dumped on the property and eventually turned down and replaced with a modern Marvel Tiger's mansion. This big mansion consists of 2 main buildings, a 3,300 square foot living area and a 6,000 square foot multi-purpose building. But these buildings are connected via a glass-covered walkway and a series of underground tunnels, which is weird and awesome at the same time. Plus, a promenade with elegant palm trees and rare flowers sits between both buildings, while on the grounds of Tiger's compound, you'll also find a boathouse, guest house, detached garage, and of course a golf studio. Playing 18 holes can really work up an appetite, so when Tiger gets hungry, he heads over to his restaurant. If you're hoping to move in next door to Tiger, you're probably out of luck, because Jupiter Island is one of the most exclusive areas in the entire state of Florida, because the house prices are astronomical. The average home price in the town being $5,104,400. Sure, Tiger isn't the only celebrity that lives on this expensive island. Celine Dion, Kid Rock, Olivia Newton-John, and country singer Alan Jackson all own homes in the area. Tiger isn't even the only sports legend on the island. Fellow golfer Greg Norman has a home on the island too. Even Michael Jordan has a mansion on the island, and like Tiger, Jordan owns a restaurant nearby Jupiter Island. With the ambience of a 5-star hotel, Tiger's massive Florida mansion is more luxurious than you expected. Its interior has an elegant design good for vacation as well as for relaxation. Yet Tiger's favorite spot in the mansion was not inside, but on the golf course. Not to mention that the living area of Tiger's mansion consists of 3-bedroom suites and a huge master bedroom. No doubt the master bedroom has more than enough closet space for Tiger's 5 green jackets. Not only that, there are also fireplaces scattered throughout the section of the mansion, and the decor is gorgeous. One of the most elegant rooms in the mansion is the sitting room, which features a large sectional sofa adorned with gold throw pillows and a large spiral staircase leading to the upper level of the mansion. Living inside this mansion would not be as entertaining without the multi-purpose side of Tiger's mansion. This is where all the fun happens. I'm sure he throws some epic parties here. Tiger also had to maintain his shape, so this is also where he lifts weights and relaxes his state-of-the-art gym. Not to mention that this gym is filled with free weights, weight machines, and other high-end exercise equipment. Quite reasonable for an $800 million worth. Tiger has an oxygen therapy room in his mansion, a private cinema with a wall-to-wall movie screen, and an epic basement games room where he can play his favorite video game, Call of Duty, that might come as a surprise considering he's typically very zen when he's on the fairway. Like other athletes, golfers need to be always in good physical condition. That's why most professional golfers are slim, trim, and muscular. One of Tiger's secret workout routines, aside from hitting the links, is that he regularly lifts weights, jogs, swims, and plays tennis. He also enjoys shooting hoops. Fortunately, Tiger doesn't have to leave his cage to work out. In fact, the backyard of his estate is filled with sports facilities, which is just enough for him. Just behind the living area of his mansion, located his 100-foot single-lane swimming pool. There's also a 60-foot diving pool right behind the mansion's multi-purpose building. After you get tired of swimming, you can soak your sore muscles in his jacuzzi, which is directly connected to the diving pool. You think that's all for his recreation? There's also a running track where Tiger can do some sprints to get his heart rate up. With a basketball court and his tennis court both right behind the diving pool. All of these recreational spots are surrounded by the tall palm trees, which offer plenty of shade so Tiger won't be blinded by the sun while trying to sink a jump shot. You can't be a professional golfer without your own golf course, which is the coolest thing about Tiger's backyard. It may not be 18 holes, but Tiger can still work on his swing in the short game. There are 4 holes and 6 bunkers on Tiger's course. Tiger even has his own driving range, as he can hit balls from the second story of his golf studio right onto the course. But one thing interesting is that the golf course leads to the oceanfront side of Tiger's property, where you'll find a secluded dock and small private beach. There's a thick barrier of trees surrounding Tiger's mansion and golf course, so he doesn't have to worry about an errant ball hitting his stunning $20 million yacht. Aside from his coolest property in Florida, this golf legend has owned a number of lavish mansions over the years. One of these properties is Tiger's phenomenal mansion in Orlando, which he later sold to his fellow PGA member, Bubba Watson, for almost $2.2 million back in 2013. The mansion includes a movie theater, 7 bedrooms, a wet bar, 2-story patio, and a guest house. Later on, Watson sold the mansion in 2016 for $4.2 million, which makes sense since house prices can rise very quickly in hot real estate markets. Aside from being a successful golfer who achieved his dream mansion and other estate properties, Woods is also a loving son to his parents. In fact, in 2007, he bought a $2.4 million worth of land for his mother Taita, close to his Jupiter Island mansion. It's very likely he built his mother a dream home of her own. Not just that, Tiger didn't forget about his dad. He bought his father a $1.31 million home in Orlando back in 2010. Aside from these properties, Woods is also part owner of the palatial Albani Resort in the Bahamas. This magnificent oceanside resort community sits on 600 acres of pristine oceanside land and has a wealth of amenities including an equestrian center spa, water park, 71-berth marina, and 18-hole championship golf course. The resort has an upscale golf course thanks to Tiger, who sunk $100 million into it. High-profile Albani investors include Justin Timberlake and 2-time US Open champion Ernie Els. Albani's par 72,740-yard golf course was actually designed by Els. Quite a home court advantage. Whenever he had Tiger play a friendly game in the Bahamas, it might just be the only place that Ernie can beat Tiger. Albani also features first-class practice facilities, including a 400-yard driving range, short game area with chipping and putting greens, and a cutting-edge swing performance center. Quite interesting since you don't need to be Tiger and Ernie to play inside this golf course. It will really make you think how rich Tiger really was. Did you know he once owned his own private island? He had a private island in Sweden. The 62-acre island sits smack dab in the middle of Lake Mälaren, just outside of Stockholm. It includes a private golf course, hunting lodge, miles of rocky shoreline, and many acres of untouched wilderness. Plus, the island even has its own landing strips suitable for small planes. However, Tiger sold the island shortly after his divorce, and it was recently put on the market again for $7.1 million. Such a massive estate property this professional athlete had. I bet you also want to be a professional athlete someday. Being a billionaire just by playing your favorite sport is the best career for someone who dreamed of being a professional athlete. If you were given a chance to visit Tiger's properties, what mansion would you like to visit then? Let us know in the comment below, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more Lux Life, hit that subscribe button. Cheers!